Every mother wants one thing, that his and her child becomes happy, strong, and healthy. And I am going to make that happen. Very simple. Nobody knows. Breathe, motherfuckers.
Alright, could you tell us about medical benefits of doing cold exercises and being in cold?
Yes, the medical benefits of doing this, multiple, many. It has shown in the first study we did with the universities in the Netherlands that it brings the inflammatory markers, which is the cause actually of any disease. It brings it down within a quarter of an hour. Normally it takes 5 to 7 days to get the immune system activate, the B cells and the T cells. And now we can do this with cold water and breathing. Something very unknown, but breathing is able, manipulation through techniques and of holding. That will be enabling us to manipulate, activate the immune system within 15 minutes. Not 5 days, not 7 days, to T cells and B cells in the body. So, the advantage, the benefits of cold water together with breathing is enormous. Is life-changing, is changing the way we think disease is being handled and controlled. We can make the change now, and we have proven it through the studies in the university. I have been training people in 4 days, and suddenly they are able to be injected with the bacteria and fanned up in 15 minutes. How much is that of importance? It's inflammation. Inflammation is the cause of any disease. In the beginning, it's inflammation. And now we know a way to suppress the inflammatory markers, inflammation in the body within 15 minutes. That's a big change for what we think is possible related to disease. All the disease. So it's big. It's huge. It's a change of the way we think of how to handle disease. That is the cold plus breathing. So easy, so effective, so strong. Proven.
Alright. You can tell that people can't breathe correctly. They don't know how to breathe correctly.
Yes. So the breathing, because we wear clothes all the time, what happens when you go into the cold? You know what you do? That is breathing deeply, because the cold makes your body alert, awakened, that your oxygen is not deep enough. And we lost this. Wearing clothes all the time is... But when it's cold, when it's heat, it's for oxygen to go into the deep, and the body is ready to counteract with the cold, with the heat, with pressure, with danger. It's logical. And then in society, in the cities, we breathe. The chemistry is different. It's not good enough. And when it becomes dangerous, bacteria is dangerous, virus is dangerous, cold is dangerous, then we don't know how to breathe anymore. And oh, it's cold. Oh, bacteria. Oh, virus. Oh, sick. Because we lost the chemistry. So breathing, very important. You see?
Okay. And could you tell us something more about civilization disease and how this can affect mental disease, mental illnesses?
Yes. Right now, I'm into studies with professors all over the world. So I also invite, welcome Polish universities. Be on board, because it's happening. It shows that inflammation goes to the head and causes depression, bipolar, schizophrenia, anxiety, fear, PTSD, trauma. Once again, so inflammation, which we can suppress with good breathing and cold within 15 minutes. If inflammation goes through spinal cord and the organs to the brain, it causes an imbalance of the chemistry in the brain, causing depression, bipolar, anxiety, fear, trauma, schizophrenia, anything. And you know what happens in the neurology of every day in the office? We stress. High voltage, but not breathe good. Thus, the high voltage takes oxygen. There is no oxygen. What does it? Take out the balance of the hormones, dopamine, serotonin, is neurotransmitters. They go, depression, pressure, depression. Inflammation in the brain through big stress, oxidative stress, no breathing, no moving, creates out of balance. That is depression. Pressure is here. Dopamine, serotonin, neural activity in the brain. Very simple. Nobody knows. Breathe, motherfuckers.
Could you tell us about, because you are known from, you can control your hormonal system and people are interested if you can selectively choose your hormone. For example, you want to be happier.
Yes, we have shown in medical science that is a fact. It's not speculation, it's fact. It's a university. So we have gone into the level of the autonomous nervous system. That was considered to be outside of our will. We cannot control. But now we suddenly have shown, hey, we can influence by our will the autonomic nervous system. If you get the autonomic nervous system, it's related to inflammation. It's related to the endocrine system. The endocrine system is anything to do with the hormones. If you feel good, that's because of endorphins and dopamines. If you are able to go into the system of the hormonal system, the endocrine system, at the level of the autonomous nervous system, then suddenly you have access. You want to feel good, but you don't know why and how to do it. But this time you can go into, I don't feel good, I get dopamine, I get endorphin. Other hormones make you strong, like adrenaline and epinephrine. When bacteria and when virus comes in, when we access into the endocrine system, it's not only about feeling good hormones, but also the strengthening hormones, adrenaline, epinephrine. But now comes also a big problem in the West is oxidative stress. I am dealing with many professors in the world now on how to deal with that. And it shows we have found the answer. And the answer is to get the oxidative stress, negative stress, into positive stress. So if you go into the cold, that is positive, direct, acute stress. Very good for the body. Long-term stress, office, everyday stress more, is killing, is destructing on cell level. But we did not know how to control that. If you go into the cold, you learn to control adrenaline and epinephrine. If you go into the breathing, you will control the adrenal axis. And with that, you will learn to control the cortisol. And the cortisol is a big problem in the West. In all the stress, cortisol, nobody is able to control. Through going into cold water and breathing, you will be able to control cortisol. And then the last thing, the hormones, which are related, connected to the immune system. This is about the adrenal axis. And now we found to go into the adrenal axis through the cold and breathing. Thus, we are able to activate the immune system. The specific immune system normally goes at work in 5 to 7 days. And now we can make it 15 minutes. Now, let me explain. A little example. HIV virus in 5 to 7 days has changed. It's a transmutating virus. But within 15 minutes, it cannot change. You see the consequences of the cold and the breathing? How much, not only the HIV virus, any bacteria. So we are into changing the healthcare, both physical healthcare and mental healthcare in the brain. That's where we are. A little bit cold and a little bit of breathing makes the change.
I hate to ask this question, but
no.
Okay, I've got to.
Sure.
So you think why people don't know about it? Why it's not a well-known fact? Because I think that
this is a good question. Yeah. Why people do not know? Because we get advertisement that disease is a normal thing. That cancer, autoimmune diseases, depression. Yeah, you buy pills. And who is making profits of this? That's money. That is an industry. And they are manipulating the universities and everybody to buy. And not to, can it be so simple as I say? Yes, it can. But you have to take it up. Because they spent billions of euros to manipulate us through advertisement. Not millions, billions. And they got into our mind. They want to sell. They don't want to bring something that works and it doesn't make money. So it's not a stupid question at all. This is a stupid reality coming to the surface. And now, that's why I go to science, to be not in this speculation, advertisement, into the powers and interests of companies and the industry. You say this, we say that, we are stronger, we advertise, we make beautiful women and advertise our pills, and everybody thinks with the 2 big tits, that pill is much better than what this guy is saying. That is the power. And they manipulate us, and I say, I go through the university, there is no space, because I go through no speculation. There is no space not to believe this. It's only your choice. You want to be happy, and strong, and healthy? We found it. And we got it evidence-based. There we are.
Now I want to talk about a little bit more about your private feelings about cold, and I want to ask you what makes you happy in being in cold. Is it still fun for you?
You know, my personal life, I like you guys. You're good guys. I get around with good guys, you know. New people, new generation, going for the truth, and we have to make the difference together. I still like to go outside in the car. Today I was jumping from 7 meters there in water spot. I still do anything, you know. I'm almost 60 years and I do the splits. I can do anything like this. No? Yeah? I just do it. I can stand on one hand if I like and all that shit and climb mountains like Mount Everest or Kilimanjaro in one day. I want to be alive. So, my woman, 7 weeks ago, had a new child. That's my life. Look at this. This is my new child. 7 weeks ago. So that's where we are. And I like to travel. I love the life. I like to paint. I make paintings. I play the guitar. I sing. I love life. And life is beautiful. Personally, and I don't like the cold. I love the cold. The cold is beautiful. Cold is noble force. This is a painting of me. Hey, if you love life, you become very talented to express the soul.
Do you still have any uncomfortable moments with cold? Do you still feel cold as just some moments?
Of course, I feel, but that is very interesting. I did many records in the cold. Many. There are 26 world records. And many more challenges. And everyday discipline. And I'm still so interested how the cold can get to you. Oh, I'm not there. That's why the cold can get there. So he's always, the cold is my noble teacher. I have so much respect for the cold. He's the best teacher ever.
You still feel that there's place for improvements? For you can go further, you can find further with this work with
always. You know, until I die, I will learn. The mystical power of the cold is so big. I think I'm just at the beginning.
Could you tell us a little bit about your mission and your aim now? What you're doing now is universities.
Since I found that possibly the most difficult answers like depression, inflammation, chronic pain in the people, they cannot answer it, and I found the answers. It's not me, it's the cold, it's the breathing. We have to become like families again, and love again, and to feel it, not in stress and disease, but in making each other happy, strong, and healthy. Making each other believe that we are able to go into the depth of our physiology and tackle anything that comes to us. And that's the love. And that love we will bring to the world through the science. There is all the emotion. There is all the fear going away, and beautiful emotion coming in is the life. And there is no fear, not even for death, because you are fully alive. That's what I am bringing, because people hear this, yeah, that's your philosophy. No, man, I do it through the science. So you cannot blah, 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 blah anymore. Just be happy, strong, and healthy, and bring it to your family. Love, strong. Emotion, what do you want? Good emotion, bad emotion, express the soul. That's where I go, that's where we will go, and I invite any university in Poland to prove me wrong? No, to make this ongoing out there. Be objective, and you will see this is possible for human mankind. All of us. Polish, German, American, Japanese, doesn't matter. Every mother wants one thing, that his and her child becomes happy, strong, and healthy. And I am going to make that happen through the science.
All right. This is a question about why Śnieżka, why Przesiaka? What is?
Why Śnieżka?
We got to ask. What is magical in this place? Why you choose this place?
So why Śnieżka? Why Poland? Because Poland still has more heart than the rest. Because they were like hidden behind the wall of the Warsaw Pact before. And mentality, paradigm, the way people think changes. And so if you have consequently people not mingle with the Germans and you have a wall, you know, it's very difficult to do that, then the way of thinking is not going to be like the other side. It's different. And there was little money at that time, but more heart. In the wars, there is very little cardiovascular diseases, like 0%. And that is because there's no meat, there's no fat, and there's no McDonald's. It's out of there. People because there's no money, begin to help each other. They depend on each other, and that makes more heart. That is what we lost. We are to be together like a family. I depend on you, you depend on me. I take care of you, you take care of me. Now in the individualistic society, like in the West, it's all about money. Not you, it's my money. So I'm not dependent on the person at my side. and don't trust him, don't go. It's tension, attitude. There's no heart, there's no feeling. It's all calculated. And there comes the disease. Because we are humans, and humans need to be like a group. And we brought it so far that the old people get in elderly houses, and we have no respect anymore for the older people who know the life, who are the real teachers of our children. So we took it all out of each other. And I became aware that the way I was taught, hey, the Warsaw Pact and Russia, no good for the West. They are bad. When I came over there, I found hard. Then I began to think, what is really going on here? But before that, I said, okay, I think I want to live here. I want to have a house and ask. And then the prices were very low. Not the inflation. Like in Amsterdam or in Berlin, it's crazy. They go, these brokers, they go from one to the other. They are crazy, man. So I hope Poland will not fall in the same thing. I'm here to bring people to the mountain. And I found a mountain, it's called Śnieżka, Schneekoppe. It's a snowed upon mountain. It is like any other mountain in the world. But now I bring people without clothes over there. And it has shown in the first study we did with a group of people without clothes, just in shorts, going up Śnieżka, to be able, as the first group in the world, to show how to battle bacteria in a controlled study for the first time in medical history. And in medical history means that it never has been shown that people are able to tap in to the innate immune system, the deepest of the immune system, together with the autonomous nervous system and endocrine system. That together was not possible. That will make people holy when they are not feeling good, like inflammation, chronic pain, depression. Now we can fight it off consciously. And who does it? That is nature. The nature activates all the systems again and make us, in times of being sick and depressed, it makes us holy. And that holy, and thus the Śnieżka is becoming a holy mountain. Seriously. Gratuluję. Yeah. Daily. Wow, work this, work that. Through painting and music and loving and going and jumping and make children. Hey! Love! Bang! Wow! Georgia! Water! Boom! There I go. You know, where people ask me, and women ask me, how do I have to breathe? Through the nose, through this part? Baby, just open up a hole and get it in. You know what to do.